Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another episode of my The Weirdest Kids Shows on British Television series. In this episode, we shall be discussing strange programs that centre around time and space travel. Without further ado, on with the video. The Spartacle Mystery was a British science fiction television series that originally ran from 2011 to 2015. It centred around a group of children trying to discover what has happened to their elders after a strange science experiment transports everyone over the age of 15 to a parallel dimension. I remember being really invested in this show when it originally came out, but it slowly escaped my radar as I got older, and I lost interest in shows like this. I suppose I liked it because of its sci-fi based concept, and I found the notion of being stuck in a world run by children quite spooky as a young child. They didn't exactly make it look like a paradise throughout the show's run either. It also starred quite a few familiar faces to me, such as Garan Howell of Young Dracula, who played Ernesto, and more significantly Annette Badland, who was in a range of media I consumed as a child, such as Doctor Who, and even Wizards vs. Aliens, which was mentioned in the previous episode. I don't think that this was a bad show, and upon rewatching a few episodes for this video, I can see the appeal, but the concept just seems very strange to me. Now, a few of the shows in this series have been collaborative efforts between Britain and other countries, such as Wolfblood, but this show wasn't British at all. It was Australian. It just aired on British television. This actually wasn't that uncommon from what I remember. I used to watch quite a few Australian programs as a child. Much like in the Spartacle Mystery, the show centred around characters who'd been transported to another dimension. Unlike in the Spartacle Mystery, however, the show instead centred around 4 teenagers who find themselves stuck in a parallel universe where they never existed and try to find their way back home. On the way, though, they discover that they possess elemental powers and have to defeat demonic forces in order to complete their mission. I understand the message of the show character-wise. Each character is from a different clique. The nerd Andy, the goody two-shoes Sam, the jock Jake, and the edgy goth guy. Felix. I think it was about 3 decades too late though, as The Breakfast Club had beaten them to it. Despite this, I did enjoy the show when I watched it, although I only watched the first 2 seasons. Apparently, it lasted until 2018 with a new cast, in seasons 3 and 4, and had a film released in 2016 based on the first 2 seasons. To be honest, I only remembered some details before deciding to include it in this video, as I didn't come back to watch the show a second time after watching it, but I didn't think it was that bad. If not, it was a bit edgy. Now, I loved Doctor Who as a kid, and I mean I loved Doctor Who. My relatives and I would scramble downstairs every Saturday evening to watch it, and I have some great memories associated with the show. But with the show came its spin-off, The Sarah Jane Adventures, which was one of my earliest introductions to the Whoniverse. It was also one of my earliest introductions to being scared by a television program as a toddler, next to the Number Taker from Numberjacks, but the show in general didn't scare me. Only specific episodes did. There are 2 episodes that stand out to me that I really remember terrified me as a child: Whatever Happened to Sarah Jane and The Day of the Clown. I plan on making an entire video dedicated to the former episode due to it being extremely dark and chilling for a children's show, so I won't go into much detail about it in this video. Essentially, one of Sarah Jane's classmates died as a child, and a malevolent being that feeds off chaos makes her choose Sarah Jane to take her place, so that she dies instead of her. If you know, you know. Instead, I will focus on the latter episode, The Day of the Clown, as it also really impacted me as a child. The episode focused on the disappearances of children in Sarah Jane's area, along with the arrival of a strange circus and clown who is often seen giving tickets to the children who disappear. Much like Sarah Jane in this episode, I too had a fear of clowns as a child, which was exaggerated incredibly after watching this episode. I couldn't watch it for years. Ironically enough, my fear of clowns was actually cured by me watching the 1990 It miniseries. It was goofy, and come on, it's Tim Curry, what's not to love? Well, that's all for this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. You can always leave your thoughts or any suggestions you have for future videos in the comments down below. And as always, thanks for watching.